Today on Metro Woman, we're covering a very important topic that you, the viewer, have asked for. When you've identified someone older you love has more stress, are having problems with coping with everyday tasks, and may even need a better social environment. Today on the show, we've headed to Friendship Haven in Fort Dodge, a campus that offers a lot to the retirement community. We have a lot of questions about aging and what help is available. It's time for Metro Woman.
Hi, welcome to Friendship Haven.
Hi, Linda. It's really great to finally meet you.
Great to see you. Nice to see you.
Nice
Thank you
to
for
meet
coming
you.
in
Well,
today.
Thank you for having us here.
We've got a few questions, just a lot about the campus and things we just like to learn and what people expect when they come here. So,
Okay.
what do you do?
I am the Sales and Marketing Director here at Friendship Haven, and I basically meet with people when they're considering moving here. One of the things I would say to people who are looking at coming someplace like this is to almost treat it like as if you were bringing a high school senior onto a college campus.
Oh, sure.
Because when you step onto campus,
Yes.
you get a real feeling about it.
Right.
And people say it just feels right.
Exactly. Well,
So-
as beautiful as this campus is, I want to know more about it. So tell us a little bit about it here.
Okay, well we have townhomes that are independent living, but carefree living. We handle all of the maintenance and the snow removal, yard work, lawn work, that type of
Boy,
thing.
that's a lot of release for a lot of people because
Yeah.
they worry about that all
It
the time.
is. In
Yeah.
fact, their home used to be their friend, and now it's not their friend so
Yeah,
much
right.
anymore. It's more of a hassle.
Sure, exactly.
So that's usually one of the first things people think about when they're
Okay.
considering a move.
Sure.
Then we also have independent living apartments, but we do add some services. So we add some meal options and also some housekeeping options. And then we have, really one of the first things I ask people is, what do you do for fun? We have a lot of different options there in terms, it goes anywhere from creative writing class to woodworking to painting, just a lot of different
Probably
options.
things they've thought about doing but never had the opportunity. So
Exactly.
it's kind of like you get the opportunity later in life rather than earlier.
Right. And
That's
we
great.
really like to encourage people's passions.
Sure.
So if it's something that we don't offer, we would like them to start a class or start a group or something
Oh,
like
wow.
that.
Nice.
So
a lot of involvement, a lot of socialization, getting
Yes.
to know other people.
yes,
Great.
in fact, that's one of the things the experts say is even more so than square meals and medication, socialization is one of the keys to successful aging.
When do you know if you have a parent or a friend or anybody that you know but you think they might need a change in living style? How do you know that? What are some signs?
I would say some of the signs may be included in their socialization, driving skills. Sometimes it's a medical issue or some kind of an incident. Their vision may be impaired a little bit, or they may have been diagnosed with something. We like to think in the independent living, they're going to make this decision before some of these things happen, when they can still get involved and get get a lot more out of it, out of living here. But if those things do happen, we're kind of like the safety net underneath that just bounces them back up. We, in addition to independent living, assisted living, we also have adult day services. So if someone lives with their loved one, they can come here during the day. And we have, it's kind of a virtual campus for them to be able to use things like our aquatic center and our wellness center. But we also look at healthcare in terms of short stay, like if you have an injury, illness, or surgery.
Oh, right.
We have a rehabilitation program.
That's nice.
And they're able to come here, and we have our Catalyst Rehabilitation Program where they then get stronger and go back home to the outside community or here on campus.
Which
We al-
might be a good chance to have like an experience here and
Yeah.
see how wonderful it is, and then when the time
Right.
comes, it's like not a challenge to have to move here, or
Right.
they want to move back.
Right.
I'm looking at this wall behind. I can see
Very
not just me. I'm interested in my kids would love this. What is this exactly?
This is the Friendship Haven Memorial Foundation recognition wall. So this is the Four Seasons of Iowa, and on each of these individual leaves we have businesses, families, individuals, churches who have contributed to the Friendship Haven Foundation. And this is recognizing a large part of our foundation is our Care Trust Fund and our Good Samaritan Fund. The Care Trust Fund is something that can help pay for the cost of someone living here if they do outlive their resources.
More from Linda when we come back on Metro Woman. Today on Metro Woman, we're at Friendship Haven in Fort Dodge. We're talking with Linda Laver, who's giving us some tips to help make the transition into any retirement community a successful one. Linda, you explained a little bit about when the decision is made to move. So when the decision is made, what are some of the first steps that people go through?
One of the first things they would do is come to see me. Sometimes they're not sure which neighborhood would be best for me. Should I choose a townhome or an apartment? Or perhaps I need assisted living. Some of those questions to help define that. I think some of the questions are what's important to them. Is it to leave a legacy? Is it the socialization? Is it just that I would like to try something new and different? I think too, when people consider moving someplace like this, you like to find out what are the deciding factors. What kind of a timeline are you looking at? I've had people say, oh, just within the next 2 to 5 years, and then they get excited about it, they come in and tour, and then it turns into 2 to 5 months. Oh. So it can really change. Wow. Yeah. And the dynamics with families can be different. Some people come in, make the decision, then announce it to their children. Some come with their children, so whatever people's comfort level is, whoever those deciding factor people are on their team. Also on their team, maybe they're trusted advisors, so they may look at their CPA, their banker, their financial planner. A lot of people have people that they would like to get their input and kind of help them put their house in order to make some of these decisions to reach their goals.
So what I'm hearing is it's important to understand you're not making this decision all by yourself.
Right.
So get the people you trust and that care deeply involved, and make it simple, make it sound, and make it a group effort.
Right.
Yeah.
And one of the things, you may want to do a trial run. Coming to campus, coming to visit. We have a lot of different programs here on campus where the public is welcome. We have a Life Enrichment Senior Series. We call it Less is More, making our retirement exceptional, and also a senior university. So a different series of lectures where people come in and they're able to kind of kick the tires a little bit, and then I offer tours following programs like that so that people can look around and see if it's maybe the right choice for them.
All right, let's say you have your friend or relative that you know needs to make a change. What would be the way to start that conversation with them?
I think the best way would be to get some information. I have, brochures and information like that. Just get some information, start the conversation. I visited Friendship Haven, or I visited whatever community organization the other day, and it looks like a really fun place. And I think approaching it in a positive manner, it looks like I was there and there were great people. You always want to be able to speak from experience. So one of the things that I like to do too is invite people for lunch. It's an easy way to do it. Just come, bring mom, bring your grandmother for lunch someday, and ask to sit with your future neighbors in addition to the retirement counselor, and just visit with them. If someone's considering it, talk to other families, talk to the residents. They love their walking billboards for us in terms of...
I was going to say, if you talk to someone living there,
right,
that's where you get the most feedback and the best feedback.
Right, and that's awesome.
More on lifestyle changes when we come back on Metro Woman.